Hi guys, welcome to the projectgym.com. My name is Denis Borisov and today we're gonna talk about the dumbbell upright rows. This is awesome movement for building wide shoulders. You know, this exercise is more efficient for wide shoulders than different presses. Why? Because presses, yes, they are very efficient for anterior deltas, but they are not so efficient for side deltas as upright rows. That is why today we are going to talk about this movement. You remember that I divide all shoulder exercises on two main groups. When you move the weight to you and when you move the weight out of you. So when you move the weight to you, it's like in pulls, different kinds of pulls. And when you move the weight out of you, these are different kinds of presses, like military press. Military press is pretty good for front half of your shoulder. We talked about this exercise. But what about back half of your shoulder? For this, you have to use one awesome movement, and today we are going to talk about it. I mean standing dumbbell upright rows. Upright rows is very efficient exercise for your side deltas, for your back deltas. And from this point of view, it's very important to use this exercise on your shoulders day. So this exercise can be performed with barbell or dumbbells. Today I'm gonna talk about standing dumbbell upright rows, like this. I think that this variant of upright row is more efficient for shoulders building than such variant when you use barbell. Okay, how does this exercise look like? You have to take dumbbells with overhand grip, so your palms are facing away of you. Put them on your thigh, and this is the starting position. So from this position you have to move your elbows outside, up and outside. Your elbows, don't think about your palms, about dumbbells. You have to think about your elbows. Elbows up and outside. So in this exercise, working group is your shoulders, back half of your shoulders. And you see, I make pause at the bottom and I make pause at the top. It's a very important moment. Okay, there are a few tips in order to perform this exercise correctly. What are they? First of all, you have to lower your shoulders during whole exercise. Don't move your shoulders up. You have to put them down and keep them in this position as long as possible. So you have to move your elbows, but your shoulders has to be as low as possible. Why? Because when you move your shoulders up like this, in this situation, your traps and your neck are involved in workout. But this exercise is for your shoulders, not for your traps. That is why you have to put your shoulders down. You see? So in this situation, if I move my elbows upper, in this situation I have to move my shoulders up. It isn't good because in this situation my traps are engaged in workout. It's not good because this exercise for my shoulders, not for my traps. So the main rule, the first rule, you have to keep your shoulders lower. Don't move them. Shoulders down. Okay. Next tip. You have to use short range of motion in this exercise. And you understand why. Because if we use long range of motion, in this situation we have to move our shoulders. But it isn't a good idea because in this situation our traps are engaged in workout. It isn't good. So we have to use short range of motion in this exercise. And note that my elbows don't move upper than my shoulders. It's very important. And at the lowest point, I don't lock out my elbows completely. So I preserve the tension during the whole range of motion in this exercise. So I have to show you it. You see? Starting position. Squeeze. Down. Down. You see, I use very short range of motion in order to concentrate the tension in my shoulders, not in my traps, in my shoulders. In this situation, shoulders. In this situation, traps. So I use partition range of motion. Okay, next tip is about your hands position. You know, it's very popular technique when people use something like narrow grip. So they perform this exercise in this way. Sometimes you can see this form of exercise in the gym, and people perform it with dumbbells and barbell, and with barbell it's like this, with dumbbells it's like this. And you see that in this situation we move our dumbbells close to our body. It isn't good at all, because in this situation we are involving our traps in workout, our traps. And that is why I recommend you don't fix your dumbbell close to each other. Don't fix them. Don't use this position. Don't fix. You have to move them outside, because in this situation it'll be easy to move your elbows up and outside. But if I fix my palms or fix my dumbbells to each other, I can't do it. It's difficult. It's impossible. So don't fix them. Don't fix dumbbells close to your body. Don't think about it at all. You have to move your elbows outside and up and outside. Don't fix the dumbbells to each other. Okay. You can use different angle of your body while performing this exercise. And your angle is a good tool for involvement of different heads of your shoulders. So the more angle, the more incline forward, the more involvement of your posterior deltas, back deltas. But the less angle, when you keep your back straight, for example like this, in this situation are more involved your lateral deltas. So by incline, by angle, you can move the tension from one head of your shoulder to other head of your shoulder. And that's good because you can manage the tension, manage the involvement of your muscles. At the end, I want to say about breathing and elbows again. It's very important. Breathing, the same rule as usual. You have to exhale on exertion. So exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, squeeze, down, squeeze, down. It isn't difficult at all. What is more important is your elbows. You have to think about your elbows, not about the bar, not about dumbbells, not about your forearms. In order to isolate your shoulders, you have to think about your elbows. When you move your arms, don't think about your arms. You have to think about your elbows. So, as I said before, you have to move your elbows outside, up and outside. So, just imagine it. This trick is very important to concentrate the tension in your shoulders, and this trick is very important to eliminate other muscles from work in this movement. So, for bodybuilders, it's a very important advice, I hope. Okay guys, thanks for clicking. You can leave your comments down below. Subscribe to my YouTube channel featuring new exercises videos weekly. These are dumbbell upright rows, baby.